examples. So like this gal here, senior real estate specialist. She's not afraid to go after her niche. She still sells to everybody, but she's dominating in her market, in the senior market. This is her Facebook business page cover, right down next to number 2, Facebook business page. Who here has a Facebook business page? Could I see a raise of hands? Awesome. You probably heard you need to set one up, and some of you stop there. Okay, it's set it up, it's make it look incredible, it's put up content that people care about and grow that audience, right? And then you use that for advertising. But anyways, this would be a good example of what you might want your page to look like, something that tells a story of who you are, what you do, and where you do it at, and how to reach you. When I researched you guys, I'm sorry to say this isn't what I was seeing. I saw a lot of pictures of the valley. I saw some pictures of kitchens, some pictures of houses, but I wasn't seeing this. All right. Here, I'll show you a brand new agent out of Dallas. Let's look her up. So the first thing, Facebook personal. Go to the second page. I want to talk to you about Facebook. A lot of times when I mention the F word, Facebook, hands start going up from young people. Hey, Coach Steve, you know, Facebook's not cool. It's for old people. Who's heard that one before? Most likely from your 15-year-old, right? Hey, Mom, I got to get you on TikTok. I got trending audio. You're like, honey, that's stupid. No, you'll get a lot of views. He's right. But you're not going to sell any houses off it. So don't do it. It might actually hurt your brand, right? I teach quality content. But anyways, she got with me. This is her Facebook personal. Her son's head was cut off. She had a picture of her grandbaby here. I'm like, you need a picture of you. She goes, why? I go, that follows you around as you comment and like people that you meet, people that could be sending you business. Let them know it's you. She had it listed here that she was a realtor at her company. I said, your position needs to be realtor at your company. And then you link to your business page. 7 out of 10 of you have it linked that you either work at Keller Williams in Austin, Texas, or The Office. Here's the problem with that. Somebody on Saturday wants to know what their house is worth. They come over here, they call or they send a message, and it goes to the wrong company. It goes to the wrong office. You want to link this. I call this keeping people in your ecosphere. So super easy to do, but where I wanted to get you, now you have a business page set up. This agent, brand new agent, just got her license. Does she look like a brand new agent? Who are my people in the room? 3 years or less in the business? Can I see a raise of hands? You make your stuff look great. Now it's not how long you've been in the business. They're like, well, we researched you. We really are excited to meet you. We really like the way you market yourself. Your retort is, imagine what I'm going to do to get you top dollar for your property. They're like, I bet. So I'm going to give anybody who moves forward in my program, I'm going to open up 8 seats, 90% off of what normal people pay, like per, and you're going to get access to templates as a bonus. What that means in English, you go home tonight, it takes you 10 minutes if you're slow, 6 minutes if you're fast, and you have this exact setup. Then you're going to go ahead and it's going to take you another 2 minutes to resize it, put it on LinkedIn. So if you're talking to your friend and she's talking to a few agents, and then she tells her husband, hey, I found a really good agent. I want to, he says, what's her name? He looks her up. He's a Delta guy. He gravitates towards LinkedIn. He says, honey, she looks amazing. Go ahead and list the house with her. And that's how it goes down, people. I looked you up on LinkedIn. It got even worse. 9 out of 10 of you don't even have a cover image there. You're missing this opportunity as people research you from California, your marketing events and other agents to really kill it. So let's get this fixed. This is a by the weekend kind of situation if you're an action taker. You go ahead. All right. So Facebook personal profile. Why do we have it? So we can maintain relationships. What should be on your Facebook personal profile? Here's my challenge for you. I know you like specifics, so write this down. I want everybody to post at least 5 times a week for the next 2 months on your Facebook. So for some of you, you're like, Steve, that's easy. I'm already doing it. For some of you, you're doing more over there on LinkedIn, or you're doing, Instagram, or you're doing more on TikTok. So you're going to need to focus on this. I want 4 out of 5 to be about life. Look, I was down in, how do I say it? Zion?
Zion.
Yeah.
Shot down there this weekend. I put these pictures up. You don't have to go far to put up stuff that's going to get engagement when you live in this beautiful state. Had over 150 people engage with it. That's 150 people that know this old guy's alive and he's still out there. Has nothing to do with my books, has nothing to do with my trainings, has everything to do with life. If you're connected to your clients, you're connected to your neighbors, you're connected to people from church, you're connected to other parents, and you're posting 5 times a week 4 things that are about life, maybe slip in something about business, you're going to be successful with the strategy, whether it's your food, whether it's your animals. Is that cuteness, right? And that's my Sedona. We took that at Soldier Hollow. See my putter in my hand? They put a Titleist hat on and drove her around with me with their permission. But anyways, that's your Facebook personal in a nutshell. Now, those of you that are doing Bold or you've done Bold, remember when you did Bold and they had you make those 20 phone calls and you're calling people up and they're like, who are you? How'd you get my name? Take me off your list. It wouldn't have happened had you met me. Here's what my students do. They post something interesting on social media and then they call the people that are engaging with their post. Does that make sense? Oh, Steve, Coach Steve, I wish I knew that. Okay, well, now you know it. And you don't have to go to Bold. You don't have to wait till Bold. You just put up something tomorrow morning that people are going to engage in. You look to see who it is. You call who's a homeowner there, who would like to be. Send them a message. What kind of dog do you have? And the next thing you know, hey, you got them on the phone and you're talking real estate. Does that make logical sense, everybody? And this is how we turn content into commission. I cut my teeth training 80-year-olds in Florida on how to use social media. It was not fun. How do I upload a picture? But now, after developing the patience and the processes, I've got people in their 80s doing social media and making $250,000 a year in Florida. And so if you're halfway tech savvy, like you could upload a picture, you're going to be successful. But you got to know what to do with it. And that's where I help a lot of young people that are tech savvy to have light bulbs go off on stuff like this. So go to the right page. What's your goal with your business page? Write down to make your page look great. Grow your audience to 1,000 followers by the end of the year. If you're already there, just double your audience. And to get at least 10 reviews directly on Facebook. I'm fully aware you're getting them other places. But the reason you want them on Facebook is so when people Google your name, you come up as 5 stars. So here's Janie, right, in Dallas. We know when we look at this, hey, who she is, what she does, how to reach her. She's built her following to 1,500 things. I brought you here because she's also done a great job of getting 67 reviews. So I teach you the strategies on how to do that. And again, whether you're new or a veteran, this is one of those things that can help you get 6% when their cousin's willing to do it for 5. All right? You're like, your cousin has 90 followers. I got 1,500 followers. They're like, what's the big deal, Miss Social Media? You're like, the big deal is this. Your house could sell for 560 or 590. We're not in the market of 2021 where you put something on the market, it sells. You need to market it. My audience is 15 times the size of your niece's. Well, she'll do it for 5%. Say, but look what you get with her. Look what you get with me. So a lot of different reasons to make this happen. And the main reason is once you grow your following, these people I'm showing you, they can press a button and get their message in front of those people. So what's your content going to be when you get your business page looking great? Write down 2 things. It's going to be hyper local content. What town am I in? Layton? Do you guys care what's happening in St. George? Maybe not even Provo. All right, the homeowners here really want to know about the new barbecue place that we're opened up. They really want to know it's summertime, what activities are open for the kids. Hey, what are the big activities happening for 4th of July? And you're going to be the one to put that message out. I just saw my Tanner do one today about the state pass. Awesome. He got that idea from hanging out with me quite a bit over at Elevate, right? So write down, I want hyper local content, not necessarily about real estate. So you'll take my social media calendar, you'll add the Bloom Fest in August, you'll put Sundance up there. You'll maybe do a reel, do some posts, and maybe that famous actor calls you and said, hey, got any land I could buy? Does that make sense? All right. And then what else I want? I want real estate info. I want you to buy mind share from people by continually being the person they go to. What's your name? Chris, they know 10 realtors, but you're the one getting the message. Hey, bud, I just saw a property. What's your opinion? And the reason they're going to do that is because they're going to think more of you than the other people that they know. So let me take you over to a social media calendar. So this is a social media calendar that I'm going to include as a bonus. And if you don't move forward with me, or not one of the first 8 people that are going to have a chance, develop this on your own. I'm telling you, it's not fun. You know, you got to lay out a lot of stuff. It'll probably take you 10 hours the first year, maybe 8 the second. I give this to my students so they don't have to mess with that. And then they'll have to take a few minutes to add the Sundance Festival and the things on. But one thing I would have on your calendar is I would, once a month, anybody old enough to remember same bat time, same bat channel? So let's say first Wednesday of the month at 10 a.m. If that's the day your dog has yoga, then we'll do it the first Thursday at 11. But let's pick a time and try to get some consistency in our marketing. The most successful marketers I see are the ones that are consistent. And we're going to do 3 forms of this. Write down, this is, write down ABC. I want everybody to do a monthly market update as a post. So something like this, I'll give you the templates for it. Just slip your picture in, slip your logo, your number, you're ready to roll. Use the same thing every month. Now, she actually does it every week.
Overachieving. Just kidding. She's doing great.
Well, the reason I asked her, I said, why? I told you to do it once a month. She goes, Steve, it works really well. I do it every week. I get a lot of questions about the market whenever I post this stuff, and it's really easy for me to do. And like you say, she's in it to win it, right? You would put this on your Facebook business page. This could easily also go on your Instagram. Of course, next month, you're going to want to make sure you archive it because that old stuff starts to look dated. A lot of you need to clean things up. The St. Patrick's Day post, it was cool in March. It's not so cool right now. Then you're also going to go on your Facebook business page and you're going to do a long form video. So that I'm talking 10, 15 minutes. And I know you young people are looking at me like, I wouldn't watch that. This isn't for you. This is for the rich old guys that hang out on Facebook. So you're going to do a what's that? Yeah, right. Well, seriously, you're young, but and I know you love, either Instagram or TikTok, but the reality is, who owns more property around here? 22-year-olds or 45-year-olds?
Is it about the monthly market update or about whatever?
I would do a monthly market update. What's your name?
No, the Whitney, the
Yeah,
10-minute
the 10 minute. I'm giving that.
Okay.
Hey, this is Whitney. Here's what's happening in the market. Don't believe what you're having in the hearing on the news. Property prices have actually ticked up 3 months in a row here in Logan. And last month nationwide, they were up. We have some great new construction coming out. I'm going to highlight that at the end. If you have any questions on that or you want information on any developments, let me know. And for you investors out there, I always like to share what I think are the 3 best opportunities. Maybe pop some pictures up, talk about some of your listings. So if you did this, Whitney, in July, August, September, and you choose not to do it in October for whatever reason, you're going to get messages going, where's the Whitney show? My friend told me about this. This is what marketing and consistency will do for you. And now in Utah, you have a very young buyers, right? Like the average age of a buyer is 35 years old. It's young. Some parts of the country, it's like 45. So out here, you need to make sure you have an Instagram presence and you're also doing short form video, reels. So this is an example of the reel that you'll do on Instagram.
Okay, our average sales price has slightly decreased from the month before, bringing it to $608,000. The highest price home that sold in Utah County for the month of July was listed and sold at.
Okay. I'm thinking 35, 40 seconds. This is going to go on Facebook Reels. It's going to go on Instagram Reels. All right. So let's stand up. Let's do a quick survey. So I don't know if my assistant Kim told you that I was out in California recently speaking at the Board of Realtors, and they were lined up to talk to me afterwards when they heard I was coming to Utah. And they would ask me questions like, hey, if you find a good agent in Utah, let me know. I'd say, why? We got a lot of people relocating. Same thing when I was in Las Vegas. And I would ask the young agents, what's important to you? Number one thing I heard from young agents is they're active on Instagram. Being an older guy, I said, what difference does that make? They said if they're not on Instagram, I would not refer my business to them. So you're with Keller Williams, one of the best brands in the universe. You've got all these thousands of agents in California, in Colorado, in Idaho, in Vegas, and probably half of them are under the age of 40, and they won't refer you if you don't have an Instagram. So be honest with me. If you do not have an Instagram, please have a seat. Okay, thank you for your honesty, guys. Write this down. Write this down, A30. Action in the next 30 days. I want an Instagram up with at least 12 pictures and a killer bio that tells me who you are, what you do, and where you do it. So those of you that are still standing, if you don't have at least 12 pictures, because I saw a few of you, I found you on Instagram, but there were 2 pictures there. That's worse than not even having one, because that says I found him and he obviously doesn't know what he's doing. So if you are that person, please have a seat if you don't have at least 12 pictures up. So A14 in the next 14 days, probably by this weekend, I want 4 lifestyle pictures of you. I want 4 houses and 4 pictures of the beautiful scenery in Utah. And if we stop there, you're at least referable. I also want a killer bio. So if you do not have a bio that indicates that you're with Keller Williams, you're in Utah, and your phone number, please have a seat. So those of you that just sat down, in the next 3 days, I want you to set up, go in and edit your bio. You'll come over to one of the accounts that I recommend and you will model it. So those of you that are still standing, if you don't post at least 3 times a week on your profile, that's not the one you want to follow. Write down Michelle Neely, Realtor, only because she set up the bio prop. All right, so those of you that are still standing, if you don't post at least 3 times a week and hopefully do a story at least 4 times a week, please have a seat. So for those of you that just sat down, I want you to do what I just said and be more consistent. So for the next 3 months, I want you to post it at least 3 times a week. Maybe a lifestyle picture, maybe a picture of a house, and maybe a picture of something in the valley or your animals were good at that point. So those of you that are still standing, if you don't do at least 2 reels a week, hopefully 3, please have a seat. She gave me a look like, oh. 2 at least. 2 at least. All right, we'll get Miss Callahan in the back. And I just came from another brokerage, and the manager, the broker was acknowledging a brand new agent who'd been active on social media, who put 3 homes under contract in the last 30 days. The veterans are like, how she's doing it, and her answer was, I'm getting all of it off of social media. So let's move to the 3rd page. While Reels can be on Facebook as well as Instagram, we're going to focus on the Instagram part right now. So Instagram, here's your goal. I want everybody to make sure you have 1 account set up, and you want it to be a creator account. That's going to give you the most advantages, no disadvantages. Why not do it? You're going to have a killer bio, who you are, what you do, where you do it at. One of the advantages of having it set up right, you get a hyperlink there. That either goes to your KW website or it goes to your link tree, which is your splash page. And the 3rd thing, you need to set up your circles, those highlighted story covers. So part of those of you that need to set up your Instagram, it's all right, I'm going to talk to you. So I was going to show you what those are going to look like. So going back to Michelle's profile, and again, I'm only showing hers, not because she's doing anything crazy good on Instagram, just because she has things set up right. So she's in a position to move forward. Those circles, those highlighted story covers. And we give those to you in Keller Williams Red. The hex code is set. All you have to do is open up Canva on your phone, download them, upload them. If that's above your skill set, find that 15-year-old in the neighborhood who bothers you when he rides a skateboard by and say you want to make $10 and he'll do it for you. But you really don't need them if you do my training. 30 seconds. And the 2 that are, one that's really important, your about me, your reviews. Can you get reviews on Instagram? But you do screenshots. So let me show you what that might look like. So I'll give you templates so that you can go to your reviews that are on realtor.com and Google. You'll just copy and paste, and then you'll populate your little circles with stuff like that. Does that make sense? Come on, shake your head. I'm leading you in the right direction. So this is going to be part of your process over the next 30 days. Let me show you what you're going to do with your sold categories. So this is one of my students out of Nashville. Put that on your bucket list, everybody. Great city, fun, not just about country music. Anyways, this is Elizabeth, 60 years old. You have two options with my program. Either just get the core training and templates, which is amazing, or add on a one-on-one strategy call where we look at your stuff, we talk about your niche, I make all those recommendations. We spend about 60 to 90 minutes. That's what she did. She says, Steve, my daughter and I, we set things up. I go, it looks amazing. She goes, what do I do now? I go, populate your highlighted story. She goes, why? I go, because when you're going up against another agent, they're most likely interviewing 2 or 3 other agents. And you say, before you make a decision, send them that link. And so whenever she goes on a listing, she sends people this little link. Trust me, it works. So they would come over here. Here you go. So they would come over here, and I could just see them at their house. Honey, we cannot go with your friend. Your friend has never even sold a house. This woman, Elizabeth, has sold tons of houses. Does that make sense, everybody? And you know you've been on the other end of this. If somebody's ever canceled a listing appointment with you, and then you see it listed with Coldwell Bank or Remax or one of the other firms that are around here. Does that make sense? You got to pre-sell people so that they want to hang around and interview you. And then you walk in, what's your name? Hey, Ashley, we're super excited to meet you. We've really been waiting for this because the other agents were idiots and they didn't do this. So with all that being said, now here we are at Reels. So write down your last homework assignment. I want everybody in this room to do 20 talking Reels in the next 4 months. So that's 5 a month. And I want everybody to do 20 non-talking Reels in the next 4 months. I'm going to show you in a second. Just write down what I told you. So the first part of doing Reels is you got to learn how to push the buttons. Hey, Steve, I see those, but how do you put the words up there? How do you use the green screen function? How do you do the fast thing? So write down the first 22 minutes of our masterclass called Deep Dive into Reels. Is where we show you to push buttons. Coach Jerry, who's one of the best in the world, will be showing you how to do it. It's basically what you've been trying to get your teenager to do. And they say, Mom, it's easy. You just do this. And you're like, show me again. No, I already showed you. Anybody ever had that conversation?
Yeah.
So I hired Jerry to come in and teach you that. And I want it to take you an hour to go through the 22 minutes because you're going to sit with your phone, the computer, you're going to pause it, you're going to do it. And you're like, oh, this is how 40-plus-year-old people learn. Then you're at the next step. What am I going to talk about? What equipment do I need? So a couple things to help you there. So here's your social calendar. Where do we get our talking and non-talking? So we go over here to the list of topics, and I've got some of the ones that are working really well right now. Like the best things to do in Utah in the summertime. Who wants some listings? Okay, all of you should be raising your hand. You don't need a teleprompter for this. What's your name? Yeah.
Brandy.
Where are you from, Brandy?
North Carolina.
Oh, not too far from Florida.
No.
All right, so Brandy, you've already been asked this question before. Hey, I'm selling the house, should I paint it? So you don't need a teleprompter. This is going to be really easy. But no, I'm Brandy. No, I'm with Keller Williams. No, I'm in Layton. They will scroll right past. Actually, we'll scroll right past. So what you're going to do is just jump into it. Hey, thinking of selling your house? One of the questions on your mind is, should you paint? The real question is, what color do you paint? I've researched it. There's 3 colors buyers will pay a premium for. DM or text me and I'll get you those picks. Every time you post that, you're getting 3 to 20 people reaching out saying, can I have those picks? And if they're in California, can we help them? Yes, we have a business partner out there that can swing by and give you a better opinion of what color to paint. Everybody say, great idea.
Great.
All right. Anybody working with buyers? Like this one here, how long does the home buying process take? If you're working with a new buyer, they're gonna say, once I find the house, how long does it take to move in? So instead of 1-to-1, we're gonna go 1 to 9,000. You're gonna create a video, something like this gal did over here in Lehigh. And the reason I'm showing you her account is because she helped teach the Reels class. You'll have access to her interview and her thought process and the tools and all the other stuff. I have about 15 of these accounts that you follow, and that's where you get your inspiration.
From the time that you go under contract on your home to when you can close on your new home is about a 30-day process if it is being financed. So during this time, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes between me, your lender, and title. We're gonna get disclosures from the seller, there's gonna be a home inspection and an appraisal, and then if all goes according to plan, about 30 days after you go under contract, you'll be able to close and move into your new home. Okay, so how long does
All right, so a lot of things going on there. First off, look at her videos. What do you see here? Thank you. I'll take care of it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. All right. What do you guys see?
Consistency.
Consistency. If you dug deeper, you'd see that she's been doing 3 reels a week for the last 2 years. And that is the number one factor why you see these numbers: 41,000 views, 37,000 views. We did this one 2 days before she helped me record the video. 111,000 views. Here, let's play that one. Break it down for you.
One of the 111.
I am. I watched that one.
Now, here's the problem. You're not pretty and blonde. So I got you covered. So I'll tell you Ricky in a second, but there's nothing stopping you from coming over here, doing that same video or similar. That would be cool. What's not cool is coming over here and doing this. Because the algorithm would know and you get dinged for it. So who's used ChatGPT? Not just heard about it, used it. You guys really need me. So we're gonna come over here. I have the best class at 75 minutes, all about how to use GPT to write your MLS descriptions, write your social post, help you write your video scripts. So watch this. Rewrite with emojis and hashtags for Layton, Utah realtor.
Utah.
It doesn't matter. It's smart. Watch this.
No, it's not.
And now you post that with your post. Come on, let me.
I didn't know what you were doing. I was looking at this.
All right, here, you want to see my favorite? You are looking at the person who holds the national record for the most fines for getting their MLS descriptions in late. I hate doing it. I've always hated doing it. Had I had this tool, I would have saved thousands. Here it is. So I'm going to go over here when I take a new listing. When you take a new listing, you'll start a new chat. You'll come over here and watch what happens. Now, you're gonna want to keep your eyeballs on it. It may say something like walk to shopping. That might be a high violation, so you'll change that to walking distance. But it's pretty spot on. Everybody say, wow. All right, so now we got that done. I saved you 45 minutes. What else do we have to do? We have to promote our new listing. So write this down. Everybody, at your next listing, I want everybody to take at least 10 vertical pictures. Right? 10 vertical pictures. Kitchen, back area, bedrooms, should be easy for you. Shooting from the second floor, exterior, all that. I want everybody to do at least 7 video clips. Walking in, kitchen, bedroom, views. These could be like 10 seconds. You're only going to use a portion of them. All right. And then I'm going to send you some templates. So you can do this. You'll click on the template. Let's say you like this one. All you'll have to do is upload your media. And if this stuff, you think this stuff works? How many likes does that guy have on that property? You're looking to grow your audience. You're looking to get both sides of the deals. You're looking to not get fired when listings don't sell. You better be doing this kind of stuff in this market. So who here could upload 7 pictures if I gave them $1 million? I'm not going to give you the $1 million, but the $1 million is waiting for you if I get you moving in this direction. So now you got your reel done. You're going to go over to ChatGPT. You're going to rewrite. You're going to need a description. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to that description, our MLS. We're going to say rewrite with emojis and hashtags for a short Instagram post. Your seller is super impressed. Couldn't be happier that, you know, he's finally got an agent that's working. You did 3 hours of work before you started up your vehicle. He went a little long, it went a little long on us, but I could say rewrite is a shorter version. Yes. 200 characters or less. And what's your name?
Brandy.
Watch this. With a southern southern accent. I'm waiting for the y'all.
It better spell it right though.
All right. So anyways, you're getting an idea here. You're busy, too busy to work on your marketing because you're doing things like it was 2002. It's 2023. Let me help you lean into this, give yourself a huge edge, make more money and enjoy your family. So go to the front page. I wanted to give the guys one. So I'm gonna take you to Ricky. Ricky started with us about 2 years ago. He's down in Vegas. He opted also for the one-on-one strategy call. And we got on the call. It was good that he did it because I asked him, what's your niche? He goes, I don't know. I said, tell me about yourself. He goes, you know, I'm 32, I'm bilingual. I go, who do you deal with? He goes, a lot of people from California relocating. I go, I got you covered. I go, who else do you deal with? A lot of people looking for new construction. I go, who else? I go, a lot of first-time buyers. Anything else? He goes, probably investors. You know, they buy one place, they want to buy a second, do the Verbo thing. I go, I got you covered. So if you look at his profile, and this is what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go see what he's doing, set your alarm to 20 minutes, come up with 5 topics, and now you've got 5 videos. But a couple that work really well on Ricky's account, like this one. This is the news from Ricky's perspective, not ABC's.
Neighborhood communities are slashing their prices. They're slashing, we heard of 2 different builders. One slashing $100,000, their original listing price, and another slashing $70,000, right?
So he's putting out content. Look here, he's got his phone number. A lot of you, I looked at your post, you're not including your contact info, which is why you're not getting leads even when you're active. And people are messaging him saying, where are the communities? He says, get me your email and your phone and I'll register you. One last one, and then I'm going to open this up for registration. This is I don't usually like to show this at the first meeting because it's so good, but this one here is where he teamed up with his loan officer, and then I'll share this strategy with you. Actually, we'll just hold this one for next time. So everybody go to the 4th page. I want to just highlight what you need to do. Get me your card. I want to save a spot for you. No. Give me your number. Give me your cell number. I'll send you the list of pictures to take. You're my next success story. All right, everybody. 4th page. It says 59 minutes to terrific. If you read Morning Miracle, this is going to look familiar. I wrote this the year that kid was born. All right, everybody write down. First thing you do in the morning, write down number 1, positive affirmation. I want you to jump out of bed tomorrow, say something great to the universe. When you woke up today, did you say, good morning, God, or good God, it's morning? It is a choice. Everybody stand up if you would. Stand up. I want to leave you on a high note. Everybody say, this year will be my best ever. Come on, like you mean it. Say, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Say, I am responsible. Say, social media is easy. Say I'm amazingly consistent.
I'm amazing.
Say I'm a video king or queen.
I'm a video.
All right, say I'm a closing machine.
I'm a close.
All right, have a seat. Number two, I want everyone in this room to start their day by drinking a liter of water, okay? I used to drink Diet Coke, now I drink water about this size every morning. Take off like a rocket ship out of Cape Canaveral. All right, number three. Hey, I'm 57, I got more, I'm 56, I have more energy than most 28-year-olds. Secret's water. Other secret, right there, number three. Start your day tomorrow with some exercise. I want everybody to exercise at least 15 to 30 minutes. So that's not Gold's Gym. That's a slow walk in your neighborhood. You might meet some homeowners. And if you live in a bad area, walk fast, but get on out there. All right, number four, I want you to, number four, feed your mind something good. Maybe a chapter in Gary's book on Millionaire Agent, his book on Shift, listen to his podcast, do something educational for yourself, my stuff. And number five, gratitude journal. I want everybody in this room to start keeping a diary, a journal, and I want you to write down every day 3 things you're grateful for. I had one negative Nelly earlier today. She says, what if I'm not grateful for anything? I go, that's the day you need it the most. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for living in Utah, the #1 state to live in. Who did a reel about that? So what you do is you do a green screen reel. I'll show you how to do that. And you do this.
Okay, so not just their 2023 buyer seller market index for the year. So in that, they determined the top 10 markets.
That's the same strategy you do with your listings. Okay. But you don't know how to do it, so let me teach you how to do it.
What is the name?
That's McCall Carter. She's down in Lehigh. All right, so everybody, we're over here on the 4th page. So I want to wrap this up. Everybody, we were talking about the 59 minutes of terrific exercise. Be grateful. 1%, grow, get better at this stuff. I've trained more Keller Williams agents than any human on the planet on how to get good at this stuff. Where it says 444, write down first 4, read at least 4 books. I mentioned a couple, Gary Keller's book on Shift, Gary Keller's book, Millionaire Agent. If you haven't read them, let's get them read this summer. Second 4, audiobooks, podcasts. Turn your truck into a university on wheels. The last 4, learning programs. Here's your formula for success with Keller Williams. You do bold, you do family reunion or mega agent. Do an accountability program like Ignite. Maybe do my program, right? Those 4 things would pretty much guarantee your success because you're going to be better than the people that aren't doing it. You're like, Steve, but that might cost me $5,000 or $10,000. It's okay because you have a budget for that. And then when you do your taxes, you get to deduct it on taxes. Does that make sense? Nothing worse than making $10,000 and giving the government $4,000. Let them pay for your education. All right, upper right-hand corner. What'd you get out of today? What do you need to do? This may or may not be it, but this is what I recommend for everybody based on the hands I saw. Number 1, first off, set up a social media calendar in the next 14 days. So you don't miss the opportunities that will present themselves with the Balloon Fest, Sundance, and other hyper-local opportunities. I want everybody to revamp their profiles in the next 30 days. That means you're going to make your covers look really good. They're going to be written good for the algorithm. For those of you that move forward, I'll give you the templates. I'll give you the calendar. The first 2 things will be taken care of. The other one, you're on your own. You need to do the videos, but you got to know the topics to do and the counts to follow. But you need to do at least 5 videos. And my students that sell 4 to 6 homes a month off of social media have time to do it. And the reason they have time to do it is because they do it. And they do all 5 at once. So let me show you one I did the other day, and I'll just close with this. Who got some good ideas today? Awesome. So actually, I'll hang out later and do that. Let me just cut to the chase. Where it says cost and not improving, don't write this number down. That represents 6 homes a year in Dallas, Texas. Average purchase price $270. Our purchase price here is almost double that. So you need to double that number. If you do not get good at the stuff, if you do not do the stuff that I talked about, you're going to cost yourself about $100,000 a year in potential income. That's about $500,000 over the next 5 years. That's too much not to when it can be avoided. So where it says excuses, I'm gonna invite you to join us in the Business and Social Media Success Series. I have 3,300 of the best students in there. 900 of them are with Keller Williams. Everybody say referral city. You get this program for free. You know how you get it for free? You get in there and you meet my agents in Idaho, my agents in Colorado, my agents in Nevada. You say, give me your card. I'm building a referral network. They say, give me your card. And you don't get 6 referrals that year. You're not doing it right. Write down time. Give me 3 hours a month. Give our team 3 hours a month. That'd be a live masterclass the second Monday of the month. So it's upcoming this Monday, June 12th. If you're busy that day, it'll be recorded, put into your portal. That'll be 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So every month we do that live. That's where you ask questions. That's where you meet other agents, and that's where these trainings come from. How to use the Meta Calendar to program 70 days in advance. How do you run YouTube ads? How to set up your Google My Business. Those are all topics for 2023. And then the money on it, it's about $5,000 for 2 years. Now, if you broke that down in monthly, it's like $250 a month. I don't know of a program less than $750 a month that compares to this that you can do. So if you know anybody anywhere that like, I need to, like, they like your stuff and they're like, how'd you get good? You're like, we should talk to this guy, Coach Steve, he has a good program. That's what you tell them. I have something special for you guys. Go to the next page. And I apologize in advance. I don't have enough spots for everybody, but I can do 8, maybe 10 out of this group. What it's going to get is you're going to get the $5,000 2-year access. You get everything on the page. You get the library of courses that are ready to go. How to use ChatGPT. Start with that. Do the branding class. Learn how to do reels. If you did those 3 things over the next 3 months, you're going to be leaps and bounds ahead of where you're at now. You're going to go ahead and get the Canva templates. They normally are $300 on their own. You're going to get the Facebook group where you can network, meet, get the trending sounds, trending templates, and then you're going to get the calendar each year. So that's going to save you about 30 hours. And if you fast forward, we're doing the first 8 people today at a total for the $5,000 package at $599. I told the company, we're not charging enough. They're not going to think it's good. They said, let's try it. We're not trying to make money. We're just trying to get your name out in Utah. Because I'm a household name in Florida. I'm a household name in Texas. It's my first time in 30 years doing stuff out here. And the response has been overwhelmingly good. Who got something out of today? Could I see a raise of hands? Who feels if they took advantage of this, they could ask me questions, text me, be in the groups, use the templates, if they'd sell at least 1 more house? I will guarantee it. If you do your monthly market update, you highlight a local business of the month, like a restaurant, and you don't sell a house, I'll write you a check for $1,200. I offer that guarantee at $5,000. I can certainly offer it at $600. And I've never had to write the check, because if you ever do this stuff, it will work. For those of you that are struggling financially, you didn't budget for it, I'm going to help you out. We're not going to charge you interest. We'll spread it out over 6 months. It'd be $99.84 today. You're started, you get full access. You'll have it paid off by November. If that's too much to bite off, you can do $75 a month for 8 months. If you're really, really broke, we do 10 installments of $59. That's a tank of gas. If you can't invest $60 a month in your business, you need to have a garage sale. Go on ThreadUp, do something. Because this isn't a money thing. This is, am I committed to success? So again, who got something out of today? Can I see a raise of hands? Who's thinking about being my next success story and joining our program? Can I see a raise of hands? Why would you do it? Right? Why would you do it? What about you? Listen, here's what you guys are going to do. You're going to get exchange numbers with each other. You're going to set up an accountability group the last week of the month. So you meet with me on the second week. On the last week, you guys get together and you're like, hey, I found a great photographer. Hey, this is a real idea. It got really good results. And you're going to take this to the next level and learn with each other. So everybody go to the order form. For those of you that are on the fence, you need to talk to your spouse or think about it. Look at your budgets. You have 3 days to cancel it. That means you get full access today. I'll send you an email. I'll send you a text. Save me under Coach Steve. If you change your mind, just let me know by, what day is it? Tuesday? Friday night. And we're still friends. Even if you watch 5 episodes, download the template, you get a refund. After that, it's an official membership. So no risk. Get signed up, give it a go. If you're between checks, I could charge you on July 1st. I could do whatever you need me to do to help you. So fill those out. Who, again, let me get my 8. Who's definitely thinking about doing it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 spot. Enjoyed being with you. Clap. Come on.
Thank you guys.